First graders, we are doing part 2 of Why Don't Trees Blow Down in the Wind? Yesterday, we examined structures like roots and branches and leaves, which all help the trees from staying up and not blowing down. Well, today we're going to do an activity. In this activity, we're going to try to create windproof umbrellas, umbrellas that will not blow down in the wind. We're going to use inspiration from those trees to help us come up with ideas. Here we go.
In today's activity, you're going to be an inventor, and you're going to invent an umbrella that won't blow away on a windy day at the beach. Rather than making a full-sized umbrella, you're going to experiment with a small umbrella that you make out of paper. Now, because you're using paper, it's easy to try a lot of experiments, and that's good, because any inventor can tell you, you need to try a lot of different things to make something that works just the way you want it to. To make an umbrella that doesn't blow away, you're going to borrow ideas from a tree. You're going to look at the leaves, the branches, and the trunk and see what ideas they give you. The only thing you won't be able to experiment with is the roots. Instead of having roots, your umbrella will have an umbrella stand. All the umbrellas you make will be tested like this. Here are some umbrellas, and here's a fan to make wind. What do you think will happen when the wind hits these umbrellas? After you see what the wind does to your umbrella, you'll have a chance to change your umbrella or build a new one. I'll show you how to get started step by step. Get your supplies.
Our supplies are going to look just a tiny bit different. You are going to need all these items. However, the cup that I sent home, you're not going to use. Instead, you are going to use your Play-Doh container because it has Play-Doh in it. We don't need to take the Play-Doh out and put it in the cup. We're just going to have this be our cup and our Play-Doh's inside. That's the only change. The cup can stay to the side.
Write your name on your umbrella pattern. Then, cut out the circle on the solid line.
You can pause the video if you need more time to cut out.
Cut on the dotted line until you reach the stop sign. Stop, okay? It'll look like this when you're done.
Again, anytime you need to pause the video, go ahead and then we'll continue.
Wrap the pipe cleaner around your finger to make a loop like this. Make sure the part above the loop is about as long as your finger. Hold the pipe cleaner like this and twist the loop twice to make sure it stays put. It'll look like this when you're done. Find a partner to help with the next step. It's a tricky one. Hold the paper like this and have your partner slide the pipe cleaner in until the loop hits the stop sign. Then, cover the gray triangle by moving A to cover B. Have your partner use stickers to hold it in place, like this. One more sticker here on the back side. Last, you're going to bend down the pipe cleaner like this. Now, it's okay if your umbrella doesn't stand up straight yet. We'll deal with that in the next step.
Again, if you need a little extra time to complete this step, that's okay. Hit the pause button and unpause when you're ready to move on.
Grab the bendy end of your straw and slide the straw over your pipe cleaner like you see here. Get your cup of Play-Doh and push the end of the straw into it, like this. Now, let's see. Now everyone has an umbrella just like the ones you saw at the beach. Will they fall down in the wind? It's time to find out. Pick a few umbrellas to put on the test table, and then go to the next step.
And for this, what I'd like you to do is go to your Seesaw, and I want you to record this step. So it says you're going to use a fan. Well, I don't have a fan, and that's okay. So what I'm going to use is a book that I have, and this book is going to create wind when I blow it back and forth. So if you can set up your tablet or your Chromebook nicely to try to record this, or ask a sister, a brother, a family member, a friend to help you, I'd love to see this part. So if you look at mine, I'm blowing it as much as I can. Oh, it almost fell down. It almost fell down. It stayed up pretty good, actually. So I want you to record yourself blowing this umbrella with your homemade fan on Seesaw. Oh, it fell down. I'm going to continue.
Let's see if your umbrellas stay up in the wind. If you're in a group, your teacher will be the big wind. If you're working alone, you'll have to be your own wind. Big wind. Stand a few steps away from the test table and gently wave the fan back and forth like this. Do your umbrellas stay up in the wind? Ours didn't.
Mine fell down too. So I would like you to please try your best to record on the template you blowing this in the wind, or record it. Most of yours will fall down because this umbrella is not made like a tree. We did a simple version. So please record yourself blowing this in the wind, and I want to see it knock down.
Now it's time to invent a new umbrella. Discuss.
How could you change the top of your umbrella so it could stay up in the wind? Right now, it's a giant wind tunnel. It blows away. So let's look at the tops of these trees. How could we create this to look like the tops of those trees so it doesn't fall over and blow?
Here's something we thought about.
And it says, the trees' leaves flutter in the wind, letting the wind blow through them. How can we let the wind go through our umbrella top? There's no wind that can go through this. It's solid. So look at the different designs that Doug used that are inspired by treetops.
Discuss.
How could you change the pole of your umbrella to help it stay in the wind? Think about tree trunks and tree branches.
Here's something else we thought about.
The branches and trunk of a tree can bend in the wind. How can you make your umbrella pole bendy?
Now it's time to start inventing. You can either make a whole new umbrella or just change the one you already have. Decide if you're going to change your umbrella or make a new one. Get any supplies you need.
So this is your time to be creative. Any supplies you need. You don't have to use just these supplies. You can. You can go through your house and find any supplies you want, something that's bendier than a straw. If I were to just use a pipe cleaner, it would fall over. So think about it. Be an inventor right now, an engineer. How could you create a base that wasn't so stiff or not so flimsy, but something that was able to bend and be flexible? This isn't it, is it? Okay. How could you create the top? You don't have to use this paper right now. You can create anything you want with any materials at home. Now you might say, I don't have many materials at home. That's okay. Then use these materials, use your scissors, cut and create, invent an umbrella that would stay up. So again, go find anything you want at your house, or you can use this and just cut apart and redesign it. Completely up to you. Okay, we're going to stop here for now. Right now, what I want you to do is keep this video paused. Go be creative. Go find things. Create an umbrella with new items, with the same items. Something that will withstand the wind like a tree does. Pause the video now, and I want you to start creating.
Test your new umbrella.
Now, when you test this new umbrella, I do want to record it on Seesaw. I want to see your umbrella. So when your new umbrella is created, I want you to upload first the failure umbrella that didn't do so well. And then the second video on the second part of the template, I'd like a video of the successful, hopefully, umbrella, or at least the new one you designed. Remember, it might not stay up perfectly either, but we tried. Let's see Doug's.
Does it take more wind to knock it down? Remember, stand a few feet away from the test table and gently wave the fan back and forth, like you see Pat doing. Discuss. Then advance the slide to watch the final video.
You just created your new umbrella. What you might have done is you might have put slits in it. You might have created something completely brand new. But right now, you have recorded two things. You've recorded your umbrella that we all created together, that most of them probably fell down. And you've also uploaded a recording of your hopefully successful umbrella that you created like an engineer would. Okay? I'm using Doug's idea. So you have a video of your before umbrella and your after umbrella. So my question for you is, within the video, your second video, I want you to think, what changes did you make? Well, I made the changes of adding slits into it. How did that help my umbrella? Well, the wind was able to get under it. And if I had time to make another umbrella, what changes would I made? I would find some sort of different base that was a little more flexible.
So we had a problem. We wanted a shade structure that wouldn't blow over. And we tried to design a solution to that problem. We tried changing the top of the umbrella to make it more like the top of a tree. We cut it up so that it was like the leaves of a palm tree. Those are leaves that could flap in the wind. We also tried cutting holes in it so the wind could blow through. And we tried changing the handle of the umbrella so that it was bendy, like the trunk and branches of a tree. We even tried both of these changes together, a bendy handle and leaves so that the wind could blow through. Now, our old umbrella fell down right away. But our new umbrellas, check this out. Based on trees, they bent and they fluttered in the breeze. They didn't fall over. It took a lot of wind before they got knocked down. So when you're trying to solve a problem, there are lots of ways to look for solutions. There's not always just one way. One thing you can do to help you find solutions is to look at plants and animals that have solved the same problem. In this case, we looked at how trees solve the problem of not falling over when the wind blows. We looked especially at trees' trunks, branches, and leaves to give us ideas. Are there other problems that living things might help us solve? Like maybe an acorn cap could help you make a better bicycle helmet. Or maybe when you look closely at the seed of a dandelion flying away in the wind, that might help you create a new kind of parachute. Or a lizard might give you an idea for how to blend in or hide something. Next time you're outside, take a look at how plants and animals solve their problems and how they might help you solve yours. The living world is full of problem-solving plants and animals. Have fun and stay curious.
Over the last 2 days, we discovered how plants, especially trees, stand up within the wind. And we discovered it was due to their roots, their trunk, their branches, and their leaves that allowed wind to blow through them. Today, we created an umbrella that was not so successful. You uploaded a picture of that, or the video of that for me. Then I'd like you to get creative, and then you created a new umbrella that hopefully was successful and didn't blow over quite as well. You're going to have those 2 umbrella videos uploaded, and then there's a few questions on the third slide. I hope you enjoyed.